I like to do like that little, because I fade in a little bit in the beginning where I'll just, because that's what I did with the last one. We were just like talking. Actually, it was I'm not fucking Joe Rogan, and I don't think that I am. And I will never be as big as fucking Joe Rogan. I don't have the balls to be fucking Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? That motherfucker really can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Remember that thing with Carlos Mencia where he just like fucking went on stage and just ripped his ass apart?
That was before he had
He was still Joe Rogan, though. Like, he was Fear Factor Joe Rogan.
Right, he wasn't like Joe Rogan experienced Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but you got to still have a set of fucking nuts in order to do that to somebody. Like, especially somebody who's like all over television.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been a little bit too big. It's going to be a fat one.
Tequila.
I told you, bro. Well, I got to get, you know what I got to work on?
You know what you got to do? You got to get tequila from my boy Tommy Tequila. He's literally part owner of the Fight Factory. Like, he works for Wild Common Tequila.
Okay.
And
you didn't bring anything.
Shit is smooth.
You didn't bring...
It's at the studio.
This fucking Sip and Hustle podcast. You didn't bring me shit. I'm providing everything.
It's your podcast.
Cheers, man.
Cheers,
man. Have some fun.
Oh, fuck.
See, my problem with tequila. No, my problem with vodka, actually.
Fucking tequila sucks,
dude. So my favorite... No, I love... Tequila used to be my thing.
Oof.
And, yeah, I remember we were down in... when I used to work at the bar. We went down to a bar show down in Atlantic City. And first thing that happens when I walk up is like, and I had no idea, dude. I think I was 22, and girl walks up with just completely topless, with a tray of just fucking Patron and Red Bulls. And I asked my boy Tim, I was like, "Yeah, dog, is it?" Because everybody calls him Tim Dog, R.I.P. Tim Dog. But I was like, "Are these?" I was like, "Is it free?"
These real?
Yeah, I was like, "Are these real?"
Good.
Let me see. No, but I was like, is this like legit? Like, is this just like free? And he's like, yeah, it's free. The amount of fucking like absinthe that I had that night.
Oh my god!
Because they were just like, oh yeah.
I haven't had that since I tried absinthe on a cruise, but it was right after whatchamacallit came out. Euro Trip.
What a great movie.
Euro Trip is a great movie, and but we thought, so I'm gonna trip balls. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, right.
But
yeah.
It didn't happen.
There was no green. You know what the thing is that nobody fucking talks about. Yeah, I'm not a huge IPA fan, but I had these. A buddy of mine turned me on to them. They're not like.
And they're low on carbs too.
I know. Right?
Yeah, carb conscious.
Carb, no calories. But it's not like that typical IPA where it's like you're eating a mouthful of fucking hops, which I don't get. Like,
bro,
what is it like with fucking like?
So during the pandemic, what we were just talking about, my brother is into all the IPA. He used to be, at least. Now he's an Adonis, and he has like 3% body fat shit. I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's in the genes, I guess. So if I tried hard, maybe I can get there.
There you go.
But he put me on to IPAs during the pandemic. So yeah, try them all. I said, try them all. What the fuck? So I remember, I only have one kid. She's a baby. Sleeps a lot. So I had a lot of downtime. I was like, I'll just try them all. You know, I would go
just try them all.
Dude,
gotta catch them all. You fucking the Pokemon.
Pokemon. But it was liquor stores never shut down. So I was at the liquor store like every third day of the week, just restocking on IPAs just to try them all. I would be doing reviews on Instagram like, this one's juicy and hoppy, and I had no fucking idea what I was talking about.
Right, like this one tastes like strawberries.
This one's got a little orange tang to it. And
to me, they all tasted the same. It was just fucking like
if they were too
bitter,
hoppy,
dude. I couldn't do the bitterness.
If they were too hoppy, I'd be like, this shit's garbage. Like it tastes like I'm drinking smoke. It's just like a weird hoppiness. But every time I did it, it's from Superbad. He's like, I heard they had extra hops, so. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not
extra hops. No, it's really good.
Hops. It's not. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, and I'm not an IPA guy.
Just get a sponsor for your podcast.
No, what I need is actually just check you're still green real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're good. I don't know why it's like not. Oh, there it is. All right. No, what I need is
10 minutes to get this back on.
What I need is fucking Uber or Lyft sponsorship. That's what the fuck I need.
For this?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so people just come out of here like fucking wobbly and shit. Stanky leg, like they got knocked out.
Bro, dude, the fucking last one we did, I think we stayed here like an extra 4 hours because like I was like, neither one of us is good to fucking drive.
Well,
it was big bad, bro.
Yeah.
Big bad. Yeah. Luckily, I only live 7 minutes away. So if you need to crash.
I'm a solid like hour at this point.
Just somebody get me. If anybody knows how to get Uber or Lyft to sponsor the podcast. We just want to get people home safe, but we also want to hear their stories. And that's what we're doing here. Hi, I'm Anthony, owner of Amici Pizzeria. And I'm also the host of this podcast, the Sip and Hustle podcast, where I sit down with business owners and we talk about their hustle while we take sips. I'm here with Dave Destruction.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Here with Dave Sturchio.
All right, people pouring out for Dave Destruction.
Owner of, now I don't want to, because you have a couple different Instagrams, though. So you have Chop Media.
Chop Sports Media, yeah.
Chop Sports Media, and then Chop Studios.
Chop Studios is the studio where all the Chop Sports Media comes out of.
Right. And also, I forgot something else. I'm going to be right back because I have some cool shit.
All right.
Look good.
Artifacts.
Yeah, so check this out, right? So, like, my wife, she made these glasses.
She made them?
Well, yeah, she blew the glass. No, dude. Yeah, so I got her a Cricut maker for Christmas.
All right.
And because she's always like, oh, I could do that. Like, why buy that when I can do that? And I was like,
That's
all right,
cool.
well, let me give you the tool to do that, right? So you can drink out of that glass. Or, you know what? The other thing is, too. So, I don't know. It's supposed to wait to the end. But, like, I get, like, giddy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a tequila. It happened fast.
That was quick.
It was quick, and you still have some. And
Yeah,
I'm looking at it like I want to drink it.
You want to chug the rest
don't.
of it?
I want.
Nuts.
But, so I hope I did the right ones. So you get your own glass, right?
Bro.
So we'll sip and hustle, so it remembers.
Look at that. Look
right?
at the gifts. Keep on giving,
Dude,
son.
right? So I'm gonna give you booze, and then I'm gonna give you a set of glasses.
Dude, this is so cool.
Like
Look at that.
I thought it was cool.
Absolutely cool.
It may be fucking stupid,
No,
but I
fuck
think
that.
it's
This
actually
is-
really cool.
I'm gonna start drinking out of this shit as soon as I get home.
You can drink out of it now, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to ruin it. Dude, this is hustle.
I'm gonna drink out of it.
You know
Out of mine, though.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's put it right there in front of me. I was editing the last video, the last one I recorded. There's just glasses fucking everywhere and like empty.
Longer.
Yeah, dude.
It's like starting. Yeah,
there was.
See anything?
So the guy was like, "Do you mind if I smoke?" And I was like, "Not a problem." I got him a little fucking a deli cup, a little deli container, and fucking filled it with it. Do what the fuck I want, bro.
That's cool. You run the place,
bro. Yeah, dude. You know what's
Guys
crazy?
looking at you outside the window.
I never thought about this until somebody said something to me one time. He was one of my guys. He was like, "Oh, my kitchen, my kitchen, my kitchen." I was like, "My kitchen." I was like, "No, dude, this is my kitchen." I was like, I literally own every fucking thing in this place, dude. Like every little fucking thing.
Not even like, yeah, so
it's
yours.
mine. It's all mine. I own
Okay.
everything. So if
Like
I want to,
equipment at my studio, it's all mine.
it's all yours.
Yeah.
So if like, you know, and I remember this is a quote from a friend of mine back in the day. This is my house. I'll take a shit on the floor if I want. Right?
Yeah,
if somebody wants to have a cigarette while we're filming a podcast,
go nuts.
But the longer it went,
Yeah,
so many.
Say.
Okay.
Somebody's angrily leaving there.
Tony's leaving. And all right, there we're good. But all right, so yeah, so let's we're just gonna keep it cash and just start chopping it up. Dave.
That's where Chop Studios came from.
Is that what it was?
Chop it up.
That was it, huh?
That was it.
Just chop it up.
Chop it up.
So exactly what is Chop Studios?
Chop Studios is a rental studio that you can do your own podcast out of, or your own content creation, photography, videography, podcasting. It's a one-stop shop. So that's what I pitch it as. I may or may not have made plenty of jokes about people can shoot their OnlyFans material there as well if they wanted to. That's a moneymaker,
dude. It really
is a moneymaker, and
if you
certain people have entertained it. I mean, they haven't really booked yet, and I listen. I don't shame anybody who does any of that stuff. If you have it, flaunt it, go nuts. But just remember, the internet's forever. Unfortunately, I've stumbled across some people, and I'm like, oh, wait, shouldn't be looking at that. I'm just
right? Because
like
sometimes I'm like, I have a sip, and I'm like, yummy.
Yeah, yeah. I shouldn't. I'm looking at that. Oh, that's. Oh, I know her.
Yeah.
Oh, I know her. I know her kids too.
We all knew her that one time.
Right, exactly.
Fucking everybody was just fucking saying yummy at fucking practice.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
That's what I was talking about.
Bing. Yeah, that view count went up because of me, but no big deal.
Yeah, what was it? It was like one of your buddies like fucking saw it and turned you onto it, and then you fucking smartened everybody up to it.
People at the school,
ugh.
And I was like, oh boy, like, listen, man, you do whatever you want. You want to do that? Can we curse on this?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to fuck on camera? Go fuck.
Fuck on
like,
camera,
go
bro.
nuts. Like, it's your life. Do it.
It is.
Just like it's your place, you could shit on the floor.
Shit on the floor,
They
bro.
can fuck on
It's my
camera.
house. I'll shit on the floor if I want, bro. Do what you want.
Exactly.
But it's like you said, like, you know, the internet's forever. But like, I have such a tough time finding some shit that I had. Like, dude, I love my MySpace page was the shit, dude.
Oh, they got rid of everything.
Yeah, well, it was like something with like the servers or whatever. But I had
2016.
great fucking photos of like
had-
me looking super young and
Mhm.
nice and handsome, and now
I had
like
access. I had access to MySpace for a while, but the problem is you can't log in and edit it. So it's like me and one of my ex-girlfriends from like 2000, I don't know, 8 or 9.
Yeah, but like people know, like
Yeah,
your
nobody
wife
gives
would
a
know.
nobody
She would.
gives a
Yeah,
shit.
she's,
Yeah,
your
no.
wife's not
And that was
searching
like
your.
one of my favorite girlfriends of all time. She was a sports fan. She was an Eagles fan, but like she was a sports fan. She's coolest fucking girl in the world. So like it never broke off on bad terms. But every time I would go on MySpace to look for a photo, I would have to see like me fucking making out with her as my default picture, and I'm like, oh yeah, probably should get rid of that at some point.
Oh,
But I went not too long ago on MySpace, and I was like, all right, let me just get these photos off here
Mhm.
so I can have them
Yeah.
in case MySpace goes away.
yeah.
And that's when I found out
It's
they're
gone.
like, oh,
Yeah.
by the way, we
They're-
just deleted your shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Dude, that's memories.
I
bro.
know,
You
right, dude? I had a top like
That was
fucking my top 8, bro. Remember
top
the top
8,
eights,
the
dude.
music,
You didn't bring
the
fucking top-
backgrounds.
Dude, there's so much music that I found out about just from clicking on somebody else's fucking profile
But I'm such a
and
dork.
just being like you just got attacked
Yeah.
with like whatever song was going to be
Right.
on there, dude.
So mine was basic. It was either like the Fox NFL theme song. Like you go on my thing, it's like, right? But that would be it, or
Yeah.
like Creed or something like
Creed.
that. I'm a Creed guy,
Big Creed guy.
huge Creed guy. Saw him in concert last summer. It was the greatest night.
There's
Of
people
all
there.
time.
Yeah, everybody. Dude,
I'm so
people love Creed. Dude.
I'm
They love
so
Creed
mad
and
at the
Nickelback.
people that
dude.
used to make fun of me for like
Oh,
Creed,
yeah.
and then they made a surge comeback, and
Mhm.
everybody's like, "Oh, I love this shit." I'm like, where were you when they were dropping these albums back in the day? What, you didn't like Christian rock, you loser?
Christian rock.
That's what it is, right?
They went triple myrrh.
Exactly. So I don't know. I'm a Creed guy.
That's the same thing with,
shout
like-
out Scott Stapp.
It's the same thing with like country music though too. Because
I
like,
was
do you remember
never a
how
country
much?
fan.
Never a country fan. I was like, there were people just talk shit. Oh, I listen to every music but fucking country music. And then like,
I was just
go ahead, look at all your fucking classmates that are at the fucking Luke Bryan concert or whatever. And show that. Maybe not now, but like there was like a surge of like people my age where it was like Florida Georgia Line, Luke Bryan, fucking. And I'm like, dude, like Darius Rucker. I'm like, that's the fucking Hootie and the Blowfish guy. And you're like, Darius Rucker, yeah, Wagon Wheel. And I'm like, that's not even his song.
right. I fucking love country music now. Hated it growing up.
Right?
And it's
Right?
weird because my mother was always into country music.
Okay.
Always. She got me into like Achy Breaky Heart from Billy Ray Cyrus.
Ooh.
We danced to that at my wedding,
So cute.
which is funny as fuck.
You and your mom dance at Achy Breaky Heart?
So she took the lead too because she's a dancer. That's where I get my unbelievable dance moves from. Is my mother, not my
I've
father.
seen
My
them.
father dances like he's got 2 left feet, but like my mom was the country person, and then all of a sudden, like I was like, this shit's so corny. It's a bunch of love guys, like just fucking everybody's breaking their hearts and shit, blah blah blah. But then now, you look at country music now, it's the same shit. Everybody's got. I can go on and on, but like everybody drinks whiskey.
Mhm.
Everybody works at the Texaco.
Mm.
And everybody's car sucks because apparently they're always repairing them.
They're always fixing their truck, their
Always
pickup
fixing
truck.
That just means that your car stinks. You should probably get a better car.
Yeah, shout out to Honda Civics. They last forever.
I got a fucking beast right now, which is like my
I'm,
favorite truck
I'm
I've
waiting
ever
for
had.
my beast, dude. That's like my thing.
I've always wanted a bigger truck. I've had a couple bigger trucks in my day, but then I like downsized when I had my kids. I was like, I got to get something like kid friendly. Get myself like a Traverse or a fucking like a Blazer or something like that. Something smaller but like sporty. But then now that they're older and they can like get up and out of the truck. Give me my
Now,
truck
how
back.
many you have? 2?
I got 2 kids now.
How old are they?
She's my daughter Stella is 6, and she's about to start 1st grade in September, which is like
It's a good time, man. It's a fun
just
time, man.
insane how fast it all happened.
Well, dude,
And-
like you're saying 6. That's like COVID. So
Yeah. And my son is turning 4 in November, and he's a ball in a china shop, dude. He's a meatball. He's
little brick shit house.
yeah, dude. He loves just violence and getting into shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I tell him, like, you want to be a wrestler like Daddy? Yeah, you know. And then my daughter would be like, no, you don't do that. I showed my daughter one match, and she was like, "That's you." And she literally, the look in her face when she saw me getting beat up was not pleasant experience for me. I was like, honey, it's, and then I had to like break the 4th wall. I'm like, hey,
told her about
none of
wrestling?
none of this is actually real. Like, I had to do it. I was like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, you can't say it's fake, though. Dude,
I didn't say fake.
Or not real. Because why did you stop?
Why did I stop?
Yeah.
Well, because of concussions and fucking my knee injury.
It was your knee, dude.
Yeah,
right?
Well, my knee took me out in 2014.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, I had a couple matches. And then in 2016, on my birthday, I had a match against Christopher Avery Kuling, otherwise known as Big Ben Cromwell.
Dude, I have a great story about Ben.
I don't have any good stories about Ben because the motherfucker knocked me out cold. And when I remember specifically, I'm getting a phone call. I remember specifically, I don't know if that's going to.
How is that?
I don't even know. I thought you didn't hook up these fucking things.
No, we're still recording, right, but good. I don't understand how that's even happening because I have my Wi-Fi is off and my data is off, so I have no idea how that call just came through.
But but
it's still recording.
Christopher Avery Kuling, he gave me a clothesline. His finisher was a clothesline to the back of the neck and the head. It's supposed to hit you in the traps. He fucking clocked me in the back of the head and knocked me out cold. You can see it in the video that I am just like a dead soul, like hitting the mat.
Yeah.
My arm goes like limp. Everybody's like, what the fuck? The 1, 2, 3 happens, right? And then he gets up and he's celebrating or whatever the fuck he's doing. And the referee was like, you got to roll out of the ring. And I was like, nah, man, he's got to hit me with his finish. He goes, no, he did already. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And then at that point,
the fucking next match is starting, dude. You gotta get the fuck out of the ring, bro.
I think it's time to reevaluate my life choices as being a professional wrestler. I think that was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. I've wrestled some really cool people. I've gotten in the ring with you. I've gotten in the ring with all my friends that we came up with. Got in the ring with Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Like, everybody makes fun of me every year when the anniversary comes around.
That shit, man. That's like fucking you stepped in a ring with a Hall of Famer, man. Like, I got
some fair share of.
I had Vader was my second singles match.
He lit you up like the 4th of July.
Talk about getting fucking knocked out, bro.
Yeah.
I don't fucking.
His Vader.
That's one of the.
Like, God damn.
One of the greatest nights of my life that I don't remember.
Yeah, no, we all watched that when we were.
That's not a thing. I came into the back, dude, and Buck was just like, "You good?" And I was like, "I don't remember anything." He goes, "Yeah, he knocked you out," and then just fucking turned his head, and I was like, "I'm your student. I've been your student for 3 months, and I'm just."
That's another.
And then like he was like, "Oh, we're not doing the Vader bomb, kid. I had a car accident the other day," and I was like, "All right, man, no fucking problem." So he just beats the ever living shit out of me instead, bro. And then he pins me with like dude, you know what sucks? If I wasn't 3 months in, I think I would have kicked out of it. Because he didn't even get on top of me. He just put his hands on me and bent over and just pinned me like that. And then
what put you down? What was the finish?
His fucking whatever.
Splash in the corner?
No, it was splash to the he just shot me off the ropes and splashed me there.
Oh, God.
In the middle of the ring. Well, but like it was the corner shots, dude. I remember fucking Lauderdale was just like, attack him. He's got his back to you. He's like telling me, I'm like, fuck no, man. That's Vader, dude. Like, if that's anybody else, that's not. I'll jump on his back. But like, I'm like, we talked about what we're doing, and my thing was to get no offense.
For you. Good for you for talking to him, because I remember my match with Hacksaw was he
call it out there, brother.
Yeah, basically, like I didn't get to talk to him until about 3 minutes before the match. And he's like, bro, just letting you know, son, my right arm's not working like it used to, so I'm going to hit you with everything on the left. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? What am I going to do? And then, like, Buck was, like, right at Gorilla, and I was about to go out for my entrance, and he goes, Hacksaw's going to come out with his fucking 2x4. Do not give up the ring. Like, don't go powdering out. Be fucking tough. Stay in the ring. I'm like, if he comes at me with a fucking
2x4, dude, I'm gone, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. And then he came out. He chased me around the ring, inside the ring. I didn't leave the ring until the match where I was powdering out half the time.
Ugh. Dude, I mean, it's cool to get. It really is cool to get in the ring with those guys that you grew up watching. Yeah. But then again, like, I don't think Vader needed to pin me twice in one match.
No, probably not.
Look, it gives me this.
I lost to a clothesline. A left-handed clothesline. I lost.
That's basically what I got hit with. I got hit with basically it was a clothesline. And he fucking bends over, he puts his hands on me. And like, look, I'm not shit-talking Vader, okay? I understand that he's not with us anymore. I'm not shit-talking Vader.
Promise he won't come get you.
I may be shit-talking the shit that he did to me that night, because I was a fucking 3-month fucking wrestling school student.
Thinking about that on the drive down. When did you start?
I came to visit.
Because I started in June of 12.
Yeah, so you were part of the fucking, was it the original 13 or
12?
The core 12.
As
you guys, you fucking pissed me off with that shit so much, because some of the guys in your core 12 were dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. And then you guys held that shit up on a pedestal so
yeah.
much, where it was like, yeah, you're not core 12. And I'm like,
so what?
But I could work,
so
bro.
I'm
That
trying
was
to
the thing.
think,
I came in December. No, so
did you have a match on that just Fightmare card?
Fightmare before Christmas.
That was December.
That was when that was my first show being there. I helped set up.
Okay.
I had come to Metuchen to talk to Pat about a practice or about joining.
Hey, I'm here to be a wrestler.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Hey,
Pat,
sign up here.
There's a fucking funny thing too. Pat will let anybody sign up, but you could tell like if he looking back on it now, like I could tell he didn't think that I was going to be shit. I mean, I didn't amount to shit, but like Pat's like one of those, and like I don't like to shit talk Pat, but like there was some times where like I was like, damn, dude, like I don't think we could have went that way. I think we could have went this way or whatever, but you know, Pat was running the show, so. But like there was
sandbox, bro. You're
playing it. It really was. Yeah, it really was. Again. But it was like it sucked getting like put over by like Kevin and Moff, and then like Pat just being like, I don't really give a shit about you. And I was like, he never said it, but it was I don't think he ever intentionally
gave a shit, but he was just very set on like
he knew what a wrestler was, what he wanted a wrestler to look like, act like, and move like. And if you didn't fit that mold,
I didn't fit that mold, and that's why guys like MJF and Bowens and guys that are coming in right off the street, who could talk, look the part, move around. I remember when Bowens walked in the door for the first time. We were doing drills in Rawway, but we weren't in the ring yet, or something happened where the ring wasn't ready yet. We were doing them in the side gym in Rawway, the yoga room.
Yeah.
And I remember doing a bunch of shit with Ray from Black Hollywood. I was
fucking love Ray.
Ray's
what a fucking unit that guy is.
And Black Star Sean. I love Black Hollywood, dude. They were my favorite people.
They were so much fun.
So I'm doing something, right, some drill. And then Bowens comes in. He's like, you mind if I try a drill? I said, yeah, go nuts. And he does the drill so effortlessly. And I was like, I am so fucked. I was like, that spot that I thought I was going to get, I'm done now. Yeah. Like this guy is going to fucking run circles around.
We all saw it. Like he got there a week or two before I did because
he was just recording a documentary at first. He wasn't even going to sign up.
That's right.
And I'm on this weird ass documentary,
class project or whatever.
I'm in this weird ass documentary with me, Ray, and Kevin Knight, which that's another story for another day.
Yeah, who he's fucking doing shows again?
Oh god, IWF.
Yeah, Biggie Biggs is one of my customer. Which like he's a nice.
Biggie Biggs is cool. I've only met him a couple times.
He's a fucking. I love that dude, man. He's so nice. He's working again. Biggie Biggs is working again too. He's like in his like fucking mid 40s, and he's just fucking. He's stopped for a while, and he's like got in shape, and he's like, I feel like I miss it, and that's why he went back. And like it kind of fucking got my gears going a little bit because I was like, man, fuck, Biggie Biggs moving around again, like fucking. I bet I can. Yeah, right. Only if dude, like, don't act like I haven't fucking commented on all your shit all the time.
I see it.
We're looking for one fucking dude.
You know what pisses me off more than anything else in the world? Now as a wrestling promoter, that's a whole nother world. And the worst thing, and I said it the other day on Facebook, I said, you know, when a promoter puts out, who do you want to see at the next show? That's for the fans. The fans are supposed to say, I want to see blah, blah, blah. I want to see this. Please book this guy. I love him. But no, it's the fucking workers who are like, eyeball emojis? Or raising their fucking hands? And I'm like, dude, this isn't the way to do it.
Bro, what am I supposed to do?
Me.
What am I supposed to do? I'm not actually getting in the fucking ring again. I will post old ass. I will post 12-year-old pictures of myself. And not 12-year-old. Like, I mean, like, pictures from 12 years ago.
Pictures 12, actually.
Pictures from 12 years ago. And I'll put them in your fucking shit all day.
Do it.
Because I'm not fucking getting in the ring again, dude. There's no chance of me getting in the ring again.
I mean, me and Payne we have fun with it. Like, because we respect you and the guys that we came up with. And we want to give back to those that gave us everything. That's why Moff's our champion. And that's why, you know, shit like that, where it's like, those are the guys that got us in. So let's repay the favor.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, independent wrestling sucks. Like it's not a fuck. It's
so that's what made you want to start. So like you haven't been fucking. When was the last time you had a match?
What do you count as a match?
Fucking no, dude. When was the last time you wrestled in front of people?
I had a spot in 2024.
No, that doesn't count.
It was a Rumble spot where I got up off a commentary and entered the Rumble and threw out my commentator partner who was also in the Rumble.
Listen, fucking Michael Cole, that's not what
that
I'm
was
talking
fun.
about.
It was a fun spot. It was cool. But like my last match was 2016.
Yeah, so like, and then so you hadn't been wrestling, so you've been out of it for like 8 years at that time, and you decided to start your own wrestling company.
I decided to start it because, all right, so truth be told, when I've been doing the Fight Factory podcast for a while, just covering. Fight Factory podcast was originally MMA and wrestling, right? So that was me, Tommy D, and a guy named Rob. And actually started with my old business partner at Chop, Chris Gucci, who also talked a lot of MMA. He's one of those savants that could tell you who the third fight was on a card from 2002. You know what I mean? Like he's a savant like that. So that's why. And then once they introduced wrestling to it, I was like, fuck it, I'll get involved. I'll be a third voice. We'll talk pro wrestling. So anyway, we're talking pro wrestling. Chris Gucci goes away. Tommy D is now lost in the shuffle. We get another guy named Rob. He comes in. We start talking wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Rob goes away. So this whole thing is in transition. And then Payne would usually comment on a lot of the Chop Sports Daily shit when he's talking about sports. And he hit me up one day. He's like, yo, can I do this segment called like Pissed Off Payne? And like when I can call in and just grieve, like air my grievances.
One of the fucking like, I love Payne. I do. I really do. And I have no bad things personally to say about Payne. But like, for someone who like when he was wrestling, no, I'm not. I do. I love Payne.
I'm going to shoot you off. I'm going to hit you with the Del Rio kick, and then
and then,
I ran the finish.
And then I'm going to hit with the fucking Christian small package up on the thing, or the Christian schoolboy. No, but like for some like Payne got like a shit ton of fucking opportunities when he was wrestling, but he was
he'll beg to differ.
That's what I'm saying. He was always fucking mad.
That's a Pissed Off Payne fit the bill.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like. Dude, he killed the Untouchables.
Bro, we
were like fucking 2 months in. And I'm like, we could have been the fucking Bullet Club before the Bullet Club was a Bullet Club.
Guys,
and I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
I was your first victim. Yeah. You guys jumped me in the ring in Raw way, and you made the Untouchables. But the best part was there was a rumor that went around, and maybe you even told me, but it was like half a second into the Untouchables, he was talking about his face turn.
Yeah. No, that's fucking 100% true. We were sitting at a diner in Edison, bro, and that's when we filmed a lot of the
turn
fucking
face, right? I'm gonna get white boots.
Yeah, he's like, I can't do this or say this because when I turn face, and we're like, dude, we didn't even debut yet, and you're already killing it. And he did. He fucking like he was the one. He was like we were like less than a year in. I think we had a decent run, and I feel like that shit really could have fucking springboarded. What pissed me off at one point though is like I should have just fucking like, and I do it now. After I had kids, I stopped asking for permission and just kind of like begging
for forgiveness.
Yeah, beg for forgiveness instead of asking for permission, because I asked fucking Eric, hey, can we take the Warriors of Wrestling has reached out to us. Can we take the Untouchables over there? And they're like, well, we want to keep you guys strong here, so we prefer if you didn't. And I should have been like, fuck that, dude. Because if anything,
I never went anywhere.
We could have and it was fucking horse shit, dude.
I never went anywhere.
But it was bullshit because the whole point
was a loyal soldier to one company, and I didn't expand. Where we were talking about Don
Do
Brower.
You regret that though?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I went to the only reason why I worked for Rob Fury is because Pat fired me for like 3-4 months.
Remember that?
Yeah, he was like, "Get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "Okay," and that was my own fault.
That's kind of what I was talking about before. Where like
spit off in the mouth, so I was like, "Whatever."
That's the thing. That's what like also makes you a great business owner though, is like you believe your own hype, but it's not.
What's not to believe?
But the thing is not if it's like a part of you, man. Like it's not a hype.
No.
If you believe in yourself, it's not hype. You know, like if I'm not
Dude,
gonna.
I lined those guys' pockets up nicely when my ticket sales in the beginning.
Fucking did.
So that's why they gave me the reality check thing. That's why they gave me a couple of rubs early, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, like going back to the wrestling promotion started. So Payne came on. We then told Payne, hey, why don't we do a podcast? Why don't you come on to the Fight Factory podcast? Because we could talk shop, we could talk WWE, AEW, whatever. And he's like, yeah, all right, cool. Whatever. So he starts with the podcast. Now, 11 years ago, Payne had pitched this to Pat to say, would you ever consider running a beach show? And Pat was like, no, nobody will ever do it. Nobody will ever accept it, whatever.
I remember there was like a lot of talk
by himself and asked Martell's, would you do a wrestling show? They shoot him away. Like, wrestling? No, fuck that. It's taboo. No, fuck, wrestling stinks, blah, blah, blah. So Payne's dream was gone.
Yeah, it took a bunch of hops drinking fucking hipsters to make fucking wrestling cool again.
Right. So it was at that time where he said, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna. So that dream was dead. So now he's doing the podcast with us. And now keep in mind, Pat and Kevin both now work for AEW. So they're busy, right? They're not always there. They're not always at the school. The shows started to decrease. Little by little, you realize that WrestlePro wasn't running every third month anymore. It was like running every 6 months now. And it was like starting to diminish. And that was my home base.
A friend of mine was just like, look, dude, he's like, dude, what we fucking Bret Hart on fucking WrestleMania weekend, there was like fucking 2,500 people there, and he's like, dude, it was like a quarter of the fucking seats.
It started to diminish a little bit, and I realized that over time as a commentator. I was like, these crowds are getting a little light, you know what I mean? So like, I pitched to Kevin and Pat. I said, look, I know you guys are busy. I'm your longest tenured dude. Let me run the Rawway shows. Let me run them. Let me run.
How'd that go over?
It did not. And that's why. But all I said was like, let me run them while you guys are on. You get every penny. I don't need another dollar. Just let me run them so they can continue to run and we can continue to build steam towards WrestlePro. They used a song and dance about insurance and this, that, and third. We'll never go for it. We can't do it. Blah, blah, blah. And again, maybe some of that's all true. And they just can't just give it up. And that's fine. But at that point, I was like, you're not going to trust me after all this time with you? Like, so then I went to Payne and I said, remember that time you had that dream to have a beach show? He goes, yeah. And I was like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And I was like, but not just the one beach show. Let's start our own shop. Like, let's do everything. And it was a little, hesitant. Like, okay, like he's a NYPD officer. He's on his way out soon. So he needs something else to sink his teeth.
Is that old motherfucker about to hit pension time?
January, I think he's done.
Oh, he's so old. You're so fucking old.
Yeah,
if you ever listen to this or watch this,
he won't listen.
Fuck you. You killed the Untouchables.
He won't. He definitely won't. This thing is like up my ass. So where the hell did you hide yours? Look at you. All right. Anyway, so
do you want me to fix it for you?
No, I don't.
We can break.
So we're like, all right, let's start our own shtick. And look, I told my wife, I said, I promise you, because my wife hated everything there was to do with wrestling because of the extra shit. Not so much the wrestling in-house and having a match and getting hurt or whatever. It was all the bullshit, all the drama, all the politics, all the people stepping on each other's throats. She hated it because I was always a fucking manic lunatic with this shit. So she hated how I was. So I said to her, I said, look, if I open up my own shop, we will not allow that kind of shit to happen to our business because it's me and Payne. You're talking about two guys that won't take any shit from anyone. So we're like, this is going to be a perfect match because we've run, like, I'm a sponge. So I watched how Pat and Kevin ran shows. Payne, Payne, he'll be the first one to tell you, like, I built the fucking stage. I built this. I built that. So he knows how to do that shit.
I hope he does. Does he still claim fucking to that? Dude, like, he built it with me, like, twice. And then it was me until I left, dude. And Kevin will fucking attest. I'll call Kevin right now, bro. That was my baby, bro.
So in any event, he bought the belts. He bought a lot of shit.
Did he?
Yeah. So Payne was contributing, but wasn't getting any kind of, he had to buy his own belt that he was going to win. And then lost it like 2 months later.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So, yeah, he lost
it was a TV title, right?
No, it was a fucking... He had that first, but then he had the World Championship.
He bought that?
He bought that thing. The current belt that they still have.
The fucking gold championship. He bought it.
Payne has. That's his. He bought it. He bought it because he knew he was going to win and they wanted to switch it up. So he's like, this is my extension to them. I'm going to buy your new belt. Here's a design. You got approved by everybody. And it's still the belt they use today. It's Payne's belt. So me and Payne knew what we were getting ourselves into, and I was like, let's just roll, man. You never know, right? Like, let's see what we can do here. We went down to Martell's, and we said, we like to. And I know one of the managers there now because of my days in the bartending business. I was a bouncer, but like he was one of the
bar business. You were in the industry.
So I was over at Big Shots, being the fucking bouncer over there for a while. That manager is now one of the managers at Tiki Bar, and I went down there and I said, look. I know this was shot down years ago. What would you say to a wrestling event right on your sand? Oh, I don't know. I gotta ask the owner. I'm not sure. The second, third. I don't know. We went there with the second meeting. They took a second meeting with us. We had a binder of all the possibilities of what they can make it revenue wise. We presented this shit like fucking prestige worldwide. You know what I mean? Like investors, possibly you, right? And I was like, this is going to work. And
you had all the answers before they had the questions, right?
And that was a business move, right?
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
Like, we need to have, they're going to throw a million things at us. We need to be prepared to answer all of it. Mm-hmm. We told them, hey, also, we're not like deathmatch wrestling. There won't be any blood. There won't be any craziness like that. Mm-hmm. Because I know that wrestling is, there's a market for it. I don't believe in it, but there's a market for deathmatch stuff. And it's just like, you want to fucking bleed out? Go nuts.
I never understood that.
Me neither. But again, to each their own. You want to fucking make a career out of it?
I mean, my thing is,
you want to bleed out? Bleed out. I don't give a fuck.
If anything, I want to sell merch, and I want people to buy that merch. Those people who are going to buy that is parents buying merch for their kids.
Right.
You want kids at your shows.
So
somebody shoving a fucking light tube up their ass ain't doing it.
Now remember, Tiki Bar doesn't allow anybody under 21, but we told them like this needs to be a kid-friendly event. Let the kids in, wristband them up so they don't go to the bars and they try to drink.
Can you imagine?
Right. All hammered.
Let me get 2 shots.
Yeah, right. Apple juice. And it's like, you got it.
How old are you? 21?
Yeah. So we just took a shot on ourselves. We gambled on ourselves, and we just...
You what on yourself?
Yeah, AC gambled on ourselves. That's how you're on my phone now, by the way. You're a Febreze gamble. And
my father-in-law still calls me gamble.
The first show was July of 2024, and I was like, it was a massive success. We had Cardona on it. Cardona came out, and he literally, and listen, Cardona.
Matt Cardona?
Yeah. So he's
formerly known as
Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder.
So he's a hard shell to crack, right? He's like,
really?
He's an indie god. So like he knows the independents more than anybody else. And he came down the steps of Tiki Bar and looked, and he said, "This is your first show?" And I said, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I'm blown away." Like, and I was like, "Whoa. We're on to something."
Yeah.
Bro, the people we booked for that show, like, keep in mind, we had Mike fucking Chioda ref 2 matches. Like,
I didn't realize that.
The guy was literally the ref for Rock Hogan. Yeah. You know, and now he's reffing our title match with Moff and Casey Navarro. And he's reffing the girls match with Masha Slamovich and fucking Lady Frost. So all of a sudden, we got these names that are coming in. Bro, WWE referees were showing up, and they're just like, sitting in the crowd. Nobody knew who they were or where they were.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Bennett and stuff? Was he
not Bennett. It was Eddie. Bandito Jr. All these guys were showing up. The buzz was real. And I told Payne, I said, this is not a one-off. Like, we have to keep going. Mm-hmm. The problem with that is you get ahead of yourself, right? And you think your shit don't stink for a minute. We ran a show in Staten Island in September. 2 months later, it was a sold show. So Staten Island was like, we'll give you X amount of dollars, get us talent, get us a show, you run it, we'll sell the tickets to make our money back.
Really?
I said, fucking rock on. Here's the budget.
Yeah.
You know, I slid them a smooth 10 grand. I was like, hey, it's going to cost 10 grand to run all this shit. And they're like, okay. And they gave us 10 grand. And I was like, oh, it's that easy. We put on a banger show in front of 60 people. We went from like 800 on the beach to humble ourselves in front of Staten Island's filth of Staten Island because they didn't promote the show. And I said, how the fuck did you think you were going to make your money back if you weren't promoting the show? We were doing our part. Yeah. We were booking a town. We had Enzo. We had fucking, a couple other guys. We had Alpha, one of the fucking,
Simone's
the Bloodline Dynasty, right? All that shit. We had these guys. We had our core dudes. We had Homicide. Homicide was booked on our show. One of his final matches ever.
That might have been why you guys didn't.
Well, no, I love Homicide, but like I looked at that and I was like, okay, this is a very humbling experience. Like, we got nobody here. This is insane. But we had a full production. We had fucking Cold Spark, Pyro, all this shit. We had it all. We were like, this is what we're gonna do, and this is what we're gonna do in front. And unfortunately, like my parents, they didn't go to the first show. They went to the second show, and they're like, so this is what you're doing now? And I was like, uh-huh. And I swear to God, it's going to work. You know, like, this is fucking terrible. You know, so after that, it was a humbling experience. But we're determined this year, 2025, was as soon as January 1st hit, we were like, I wonder if Tiki Bar is going to want us back, from last year. And it was the Monday after the new year. It was January 3rd. And I texted Payne. I said, let's contact Tiki today and see what's going on.
Wait, real quick, before you go forward. So you had, how many tickets did you sell your first show?
About 750.
Okay. And then you said you had 60 people.
It's something like that, 60 to 100.
I'm not judging.
I'm being generous to ourselves.
But, so like, what did you do mentally to like be like, we have to keep let's go again. Because I can imagine that would be like, for some people, that'd be like, fuck it, I'm out. Like, we're done.
I remember with another Pat Buck lesson. When I first came on, he did 2 shows right before the school opened. He did 2 shows with the Great Muda.
Okay.
Lost his ass bad. Like, on ticket sales, just lost. It was a complete L.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept going. And I was like, interesting, started school like the next month to start some kind of money filler, like, so I was thinking, I say, look, we've come this far, we've made belts, we got this, we got that, we got insurance, we got an LLC, we got all this shit.
All the shit that Pat also talked about on his podcast.
Right. So
I did insurance was a must.
LLC did everything the right way. And after, it humbled the fuck out of us. We're just like, this is an absolute L. How do we bounce back? A lot of fans thought we were done, including myself for a minute. I was like, that might have been it. I'm not sure.
I'm not. I mean, I don't want to like put you down or whatever, but like, yeah. I mean, after I saw what you guys did at that show, I wasn't there, but I saw what you guys did for that second show, and then I didn't hear anything.
I had to tell the photographers, tight shots only. Do not get the empty stands.
I can imagine.
This is.
Do you want a Surf Rider or
the beer?
Yeah.
I was like, do not get a wide shot. It's going to look like shit.
Yeah.
Please don't. And they didn't. To their credit, all the photos that went out there were legitimate, good photos, tight shots, whatever. We got a great shot of Homicide coming out with our banner behind it. It was cool, nice. Right? So we, after that second show flopped, I said, maybe it is over. Right? And people were asking, oh, you guys coming back? And I was like, yeah, sure. January 3rd of this year. I said, do you want to call Tiki and see if they'll have us back for the summer?
So were you guys like not even talking about running a show again for a while? Like until then?
For like, that was September. So like for 2 months.
Nobody mentioned it.
We didn't, we did the podcast still. Like we went to the studio. But we were just like, oh yeah. We got news coming eventually. And we were just kind of like, no, we fucking don't. Yeah. We have nothing right now. So
fake it till you make it, man.
Exactly. So then after that, we realized January 3rd, we're like, let's call Tiki. I said, Payne, what time do you want to call? The minute after I said, what time you want to call, they called us.
Stop.
Swear to God.
Fuck out of here.
And I was like, what the fuck, right? It was, in fact, it was a text. It was a text first.
You manifested it?
It was a text first that said, hey, what time would you like the guys jump on a call? And I got mad at Payne. I texted Payne on the side. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? We didn't agree to a time. We didn't agree that we were going to fucking...
Oh, you thought he reached out?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And it was them reaching out to us. And I was like, we didn't agree to a time. What the fuck? Now we look stupid. We're begging for... He goes, Dave, I didn't text anybody. And I was like... And I looked back at the text and I'm like, oh, that's them asking us when we want to do a call. I was like, I am so sorry. He goes, go fuck yourself. It's like, I'm sorry, Payne.
Dude, you and Payne are
we are freaking frack, dude.
So you're so loud, the both of you guys,
oh, yeah.
and the fucking and not in a bad way, but like you're no, the loudness, you guys are fucking too loud. But your egos, though, I love your because like you guys like once again you just believe your own shit, dude. Payne fucking believe how many fucking pair of boots did fucking Payne buy just because he believed he fucking Moscow.
Yeah. He was giving him a run for his money.
But like, and that's the thing is like I love hearing shit like that where it's like it doesn't like other people like I that's one thing that I do here is like I don't let like of course like somebody leaves a fucking review or whatever, but like if you go look at our reviews. I got an awesome review today that fucking made my day. Like we were fucking slammed today, and I got a fucking great review, and I was like, "That's awesome!" Like, woman like mentioned me by name and shit like that. But like, you also like you were saying, like you, it could have been over,
right?
And like it can take one. It takes one to do one of two things. It could take one to fucking be like, all right, well that was it, and now we're done, or it could take one and be like. No, we're fucking going. You have two roads to go down. Mm-hmm. And I say it to you all the time. I was like, it's so much easier to do nothing than it is to do something.
Yeah.
Right? You guys could have just been like, oh, well, our podcast is fun and we enjoy it. And we're, you rent out your studio to people and stuff like that. And you're making your money that way. Why not keep going?
And then once we got that text, I was like, game on. Let's go. Let's start booking some talent. Let's start fucking around. Let's go down there for another meeting. Let's make it bigger than we did last year.
Let's call for Bree and see.
Let's see if AC Gamble wants to come out of retirement. Take a fucking shot. I'm not taking more tequila. I can't do it.
I love it.
He threw the tequila in that shit. Oh,
Isn't this tequila as well?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's vodka.
Oh, wow.
I forgot about it. I didn't know it was vodka, dude. Vodka makes me all flirty, dude. I'm going to start hitting on you. Hard, bro. I'm like, look at that salt and pepper beard you got going on, dude.
That's recent, by the way.
That's what happened between the two
basically, dude. Leading into when I tell you, bro, leading into this year's Shore Show, as big as we were making it, I was the last 3 weeks leading up monitoring the weather.
Bro, how could you not,
dude?
How could you not freak the fuck out, bro? How could you not freak the fuck out?
Tommy D, Tommy Tequila, all my guys, the whole team.
Tommy Invisible.
Hey, Tommy Invincible, Invisible, Tommy Intolerable, him too.
Tommy Intolerable.
So those guys they hated me because you couldn't talk to me. You're like, all right, well, we're going to book this match and this match is first. And I was like, yeah, but if it rains. And I was like, I was a shell of myself.
But how could you not? Well, that's the thing. You have to be able to, as a
how many times the weather changed in 3 weeks?
Dude,
48.
It changes all the fucking time.
40 fucking 8 times.
I'm
like, look, we're looking at all sun.
I'll put my tinfoil hat on, bro. I don't fucking believe shit that happens on TV anymore. You fucking tell, or the internet. Like you can fucking, the weather says this. I'm like, no. Do you know why they're saying that? So you go fucking buy toilet paper, bread, and fucking eggs,
so what's
and
hilarious,
make French toast for the next 2 days.
Show day this year, it said rain coming at 2, at 4, at 6. Whether it be a quick passing, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm running around and I'm telling the production team, I'm telling the lighting guys, make sure you got cover. There's rain coming at 2. And they're like, everybody's looking at the sky like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? There's no
blue
clouds.
Skies.
No clouds.
Everybody's getting sunburned.
I'm like, it's coming. I got so sunburned. I was like, it's coming. This and that. Not one drop of rain on our second show. What put us in paranoia is that after the first Shore Show, when Moff hits the deal on KC, gets 1, 2, 3. I'm the winner. I'm the champion. Yay. He goes through the curtain. Halfway through that match, everybody starts getting the take shelter.
Tornado warning.
Take shelter. And I was like, and I'm on commentary. So I'm looking at that. I'm trying to call a match too. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, there's a hell of a match. I had to redo commentary in post.
Did you?
Yeah. Because I was like, I'm not sending this to fucking where we want to sell it or YouTube or whatever. I was like, I have to redo the entire main event because I was too worried about the clouds coming in. So there was paranoia from the last year.
Which real quick, not to just keep going back to what I'm trying, that's okay that you did that. Some people think in order to fucking start a business or start anything, it has to be 100% perfect. I had a guy, one of my last guest, the guy opened up a pizzeria and he was not making pizza full time. He had known how to make a pizza, and that was it. And now he's got a successful pizzeria, and I'm not talking about me.
That's all it takes. Can't believe you actually got another pizzeria. Is he close by?
Oh, yeah.
So no competition?
No, he is a competition. Yeah. He's literally one town over.
Wow.
Yeah, dude,
that's cool of you, though.
We're husband-in-laws.
Yeah.
Our fucking wives are married. We say it all the time.
Yeah.
Our wives hang out all the
time.
That's but that's the other thing. Why start a fucking war with the fucking dude down the street? Because guess what? If it's a Friday night and I run out of fucking boxes and all the other fucking pizzerias hate me, I'm not getting fucking boxes, man.
I'll tell you what. After the second Shore Show, I got a little bit too much McGregor. I started walking around, fucking, yeah, bro, sold out the Shore twice now. This is fucking, where the fucking shit. So now I'm feeling my own shit way too much, right? And if you thought I had an ego before.
So you went full Dave Destruction.
I went full Dave Destruction and I shouldn't have done it because there's a time and a place, right? And I've said it on my podcast, I'll say it on yours. Nobody is supposed to be competition. Independent wrestling it's called independent wrestling for that reason. Mm-hmm. Everybody's independent.
Yeah.
I believe that everybody's should be able to eat. Everybody should draw their own crowds, do the best they can. Mm-hmm. Bravo. You want to run against somebody on the same night in the same town, then you're a prick. But other than that, I have to root for everybody's success because they're not going to root for me. Mm-hmm. So I made the shitty decision to pop off at the mouth about somebody who helped me along the way of being a promoter because they gave us our first, 2 showcase matches on their show just to introduced Fight Factory.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I popped off about him, and that wasn't really about him. It was the unfortunate part was Hulk Hogan died, right? And I was like, I started seeing a lot of. It was pissing me off the amount of hate I was seeing, like because people were looking at it like you fucking racist piece of shit. I'm like, okay, cool, but can we all just remember the Hogan that we all grew up loving, like first, before, and the guy's body is still warm. Yeah. So like, can we not, and I felt like somebody was trying to make and capitalize off his death, and it was wrong. I wasn't right. But I said it. I was like, anybody doing this shit is a fucking asshole. And a couple stooges ran to him and said, look, Dave's popping off about you. Oh my God, dude. And I know those stooges, who they are. They'll never work for me again.
Cannot stand that.
All right, I'll tell you off air who they were because they'll never work for me again. I don't. But anyway, I did wrong, right? I did wrong. I was feeling my own shit. I was an asshole. And then when he shot back is when you realize, you just talked about a review, right? How good it made you feel.
Yeah.
How do bad reviews make you feel?
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah. So
they ruin my week.
When this dude,
you know what's that? It's like fucking 5 stars, like make my day. Fucking 1 star will ruin my week, dude.
Dude,
like that's what I'm talking about. I know names, bro. I know names of 1-star reviews. Like
so that's what happened. So he shot back at me, and within 3 minutes of his post, there was like 60 comments. Fuck Dave. Fuck him. Piece of shit. Whoa. Loser. Fuck him. He sucks. His business fails. The guy has 2 shows and he thinks he's the shit. Fuck him. Constant. When I tell you I felt lower than low, and I shit you not, I've been transparent about this. I've suffered from depression, heavy depression, heavy anxiety. I've seen therapists off and on for the last like fucking 10 years of my life.
Which again, real quick, and I don't mean to step on your toes, but like, guys, it's okay.
It really is. I'm a big advocate.
Yeah.
And again, people look at me like I'm a weirdo because I'll take like a story that I heard about my favorite quarterback, Dak Prescott. His mother dies of cancer. His brother kills himself. And all of a sudden he's depressed and people are like, oh, why is he bitching him up?
Oh, he's got millions of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars. Guess what? I'm here to tell you that no amount of money will bring your people back. Right. Yeah. So it's like, for me, I've suffered from that heavily. Right, this doesn't help, and that's why I don't drink as much. But when I drink, I have a good time.
Hold on, this is not real quick. I'm not. And you didn't. But this is not. I don't use this as a. I barely drink.
I barely drink too.
Barely drink.
And I was told by that promoter to lay off the bottle. He said to me.
Really?
In my apology text.
He thought you were just fucking.
He's like, yeah, I heard from a bunch of boys that you're a heavy drinker, and I was like, I'm more of an edibles guy nowadays, but that's about it,
Oh, real quick. So you mentioned that to me the other day. So I feel like you and I are kind of the same on this. Was it? So did you start doing that when they were just like, hey, it's legal, you're good to go?
No. I was never into it when it was illegal, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like when it became legal.
When it became legal and it, like you can just get it randomly. Yeah. My boy was cooking them up for me first, little edibles, because I was having a terrible time sleeping. And I said, what can I do to sleep? He goes, take 2 of these.
Dude, fucking weed, bro.
Bye-bye. Yeah. And you go La La Land, and you go. I remember that's another story. My first experience with edibles. I became the funniest person that my wife has ever seen in her life,
right?
Because of the things I was saying.
Dude.
Like I'm looking at the TV. I thought I was watching a program. I'm watching a screensaver. Bro. And she's like, what are you watching? I'm like, all these bodies are buried here. And she's like, those are rocks. Like, what is happening? Right. So anyway,
dude, I love that.
I say that, but like, I say all that because I was, I don't drink as much as I used to. When I do, I kick them back with the boys, and I fucking still have a great time.
That's all this is.
That's all it is. I'm not drinking every night.
This is hammered. What this is for me is, especially with you, okay, is this is a long overdue hang.
For sure. And like, so after I was done feeling my shit, I may not have been your
core 12, but I feel like
we were like the core 14.
We were still boys.
Yeah.
14. You putting bones before me? Fuck you, dude.
You know what's so funny though? You know what's so funny? No bullshit. Running drills at the school. You and me, we could keep up with each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was like,
absolutely. I was like, dude, there were some people where just like, yeah, you would sit and you'd wait until somebody who had your body type.
I'm like, there's a bam in the ring. So
that wouldn't hurt you. That's why.
Well, that too.
How many times
you wouldn't ball me up?
You had TJ Crawford on your show just recently, bro. That motherfucker in his first like fucking 2 months, dude, fucking like broke my nose, blew out my knee, and hurt my back.
He's fucking great. But So I say all that to say, like, those 60 reviews, so 60 comments broke me to the point where I was like, I haven't felt like a depressed person in a long time, because I always think about, like, you know, my kids and my wife at home and making sure that we're all good. I got them on my wrist, like their names are on my wrist. Like I fucking, my daughter made me one, and it got to the point where it's too loose. So
same, dude.
So I put it on my rear view of my truck. But now this one I had custom made on Etsy, where I got my wife's name, my daughter's name, and her name.
I have all of our letters of our name on here, and I keep having to make it tighter. I keep having to tighten it up.
I never thought, listen, you want a cure for a lot of that stuff? Fall in love with your kid, man.
Dude, there's so many people that, like, when they came to me, because look, you have 2.
But you got like 12, don't you? 4. This guy's got some strong swimmers.
Dude, oh my gosh, man. Like, you would think, like, I have no idea where that
Some people can't have one, and this guy's he's putting up an offensive line.
3 accidents. But no, it's like, I said it, a buddy of mine, Bob, he was like older in life when he had his first kid. And I remember him like saying, he's like, dude, I'm freaking out. And I'm like, dude, like, just look at it this way, man. You're raising your best friend.
I'm raising 2 best friends right now, and I tell them every day, you guys are my best friends. You're
raising your buddies, man.
So if not for them, when I got those 60 bad reviews in a row within a span of an hour, and then I text the guy to apologize, and he told me, you're shit, you're an asshole, everything I've done for you, you're a piece of shit, like off the bottle, blah blah blah. And I'm like, off the bottle. I was like, all right. So at certain points, like, as a man, I have no problem apologizing to people. When I'm wrong, I have no problem saying, hey man, you know what? I was wrong on that. You know how many times I've apologized to Pat, Kevin, you know what I mean? Like over the years. So I have no problem saying, you know what? You're absolutely right. I was in the wrong. I'll apologize twice max. Once you don't accept that and you start spitting off in the mouth, now next time you call me a drunk or something like that, I'm gonna break your fucking face. And that's the truth, because now you're insulting me and my family and all, like, you know, that's another fucking story. But what I'm saying is, in those 60 comments and feeling this way, I said to my wife, I said, I think I want to run into traffic blindfolded right now, because I don't know if there's ever going to be a time I can recover from this.
And not even like, it's not, you're not talking about like financially and business wise. You're talking about like,
I'm talking about just like getting hurt feelings,
dude. Dude.
And I'm like, what?
Fuck, man. Words hurt, dude.
This shouldn't be me. I was raised, you know, an Italian kid, fucking with a strong personality, and the thinnest of skins.
Yeah.
Wrestling will thicken your skin, but then there's going to be times where you just feel like, you know what? I could do without that comment.
Anybody who pretends that they don't wear their heart on their sleeve is full of shit.
You're a liar.
Dude.
You're a liar.
Full of shit. Or you got like the fucking best meds and hook a brother up.
And I've never gone down that road. And I have people who are like, yo, I'll just get you all these antidepressants if you want to take them. I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't want meds.
No, Sam, my doctor, she gets them for me.
I mean, my therapist had said, like, if you want to go that route, we can go that route. And I was like, I have an addictive personality.
Yeah.
Truth be told, my mom was never good with pills in her come up. So I was like, I know they're not the same, obviously. Like, antidepressants and painkillers are not the same thing. But in 2014, when I tore my ACL, I was pumping painkillers and drinking booze every night to the point where I was like, might die. Not sure.
Melanie was freaking out. So, like, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember remember we ran that show in Brooklyn? No, not Brooklyn. Fuck, where were we? Remember when we took that party bus to the show? And fucking...
I might have been fired this time.
No, you were there. Steiner almost beat the shit out of Hash.
Oh, shit.
Remember that?
Yes, okay, I do.
Because he was fucking called the DQ because Steiner's using the fucking chair and nobody's talking to the fucking poor ref.
Fuck? What show was that? Brooklyn?
Was it Brooklyn?
I don't remember about
it wasn't
a party
Brooklyn.
bus.
Yeah, we took a whole fucking... It wasn't like a party bus. It was like a fucking bus. Like one of those fucking charter buses or whatever. I didn't mean a party bus. It wasn't like a fucking stripper pole in the middle of it.
I want to say I wasn't there. No, even though I know the story, I was part of the company, but I may have something done that day where I couldn't be there. Anyway.
So like a week before that show.
Yeah.
Right? Mo was doing practices. Pat wasn't there. And remember Pat used to just take off and let Mo run practice every once in a while? So Mo was just like, and this is, I feel like the time where he I want to say this is the night that he came up with Mario Boccara.
Says to me now.
Yes. Because I remember reffing his practice match. and just dying laughing because he's saying it had me fucking crying.
Right.
And he's like, why you left, referee? And I was like, dude, because what do you mean why, dude? We're fucking doing a practice match and you're fucking pulling out he's pulling out this fucking character out of nowhere. But I forget who I did a match with, but I did something off the fucking second rope. And I remember like I'm taking my boots off at the end of practice and I went to stand up and I just collapsed. My knee just gave out. And what had happened was I had a piece of bone from my kneecap that had been broken from God knows when. Who knows when the fuck that happened. But in that match, it had shot up, it blew through my meniscus and lodged itself in my quad.
Solid.
So it was a good time. So I ended up having to have surgery. But before the surgery, I remember I'm fucking just on crutches and shit like that. And we had the show in, I forgot where the fuck I was going.
You're
welcome to the podcast.
Well, no,
welcome to Sip and Hustle.
I'm assuming painkillers.
That's it. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
Because I was talking about it before.
Fucking holy shit! Had to write the fucking flight, dude. Oh my god.
This is your captain speaking. I've done podcasting before.
This is your captain speaking. This is my second interview.
You're lucky it's me.
And I finished his tequila. Dude, who the fuck am I gonna fucking? Who's gonna talk shit, bro? Like, really, this is the whole sip and hustle. This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like we're talking and just like forget shit.
I'm with it.
But no. But like, so after I had the surgery, because of that, and it was funny because when I went to the doctor, he's like, I don't see anything. And then I was like, no, it's right here. And he's like, no, I don't feel anything. I don't see anything. And finally, I got it to where like, because what happened was the piece of bone, the fragment of bone, it would puncture up through, and I could feel it, and I would push it down. So after like. What he thought, I'm assuming the doctor thought, was just me trying to get drugs out of him. I was like, no, I got it. And he pushed it down. He goes, oh, fuck. And I was like, all right, cool.
MRI didn't show that?
No, it didn't. That's weird. But they when the fragment of bone that they like showed me after surgery, I was like, that's fucking big. And he's like, yeah, dude, that was up through. He's like, it went through your meniscus and it was up. He's like, so what ended up happening was in the MRI, they couldn't see it. It had punctured a hole in the meniscus. So whenever they would stretch it out and I would take the MRI, it wasn't showing it.
Oh,
but when my leg was bent, that's when you could see that because it was stretched out, there was a hole in the meniscus. But the bone fragment was lodged up in the quad, so they had to go through the quad
to the
gymnasium.
That's
my number one whenever I talk about my knee. But
the KFC still open?
But she kept. This is before we were married, but she's freaking out because I was taking 4 Oxycontins and then just going to sleep, and then waking up and taking another 4 and going to sleep, and thankfully, and I would say I had addictive personality or do have an addictive personality because like the second like I'm around cigarettes, I'm like, can I get one? It's been years since I smoked an actual. No, it's been a week since I actually smoked an actual cigarette.
You said you went from years to a week.
But it's been years since I bought a pack.
Okay.
Like, had my own, right? But, yeah, she was freaking out because she's like, dude, like, you're going to be addicted to these things. You're literally taking 4. It doesn't say take 4.
And that's the only reason why I refused meds for my anxiety and depression because I was like, well, I know how I got on pain meds. I can imagine what I'm going to get. Like, oh, I'm feeling sick. feeling sick. You know, like, dude, I don't want to do
everybody,
that.
You're always, especially, like, dude, like, nobody gets it. Not nobody gets it. But employees don't really get it. The amount of stress that owning a business puts on you. And you don't own just one.
I own 3 at this point.
Right?
The studio, the wrestling, and I got an app that I'm trying to get fucking off the ground like a motherfucker. Yeah,
none of that's easy.
No, and that explains the gray hairs, and it explains the wrinkles, and it explains like the lack of sleep, and like people don't understand. Like, I said that in you sent me that questionnaire thing to fill out, and you know, what's your biggest fear of owning a business is literally not knowing when the next dollar's coming. At least with you have an establishment here. You make good pizza. You know people are going to need pizza, right? That's just like that's a need and a want. It's food. People are going to need it. If they don't like it after the first go, then they'll go somewhere else. But if you make a good first impression, you got a customer for life. For me, it's the same way. It's the same way. If somebody comes into my studio, how many times somebody's come into my studio and said, I didn't know you were here. And like, on me, that's like fuck me, man. Like, I'm not marketing good enough. You know what I mean? Or I'm not sending out mailers, or I'm not doing enough for people to know that I exist.
But that's not
But when they do go and they love it, I got a repeat customer, which is great. But there's times where
how that little bit, they have no idea what they did to you just saying that one thing. Oh, I didn't even know you were here. How many times I have people come in that like live in town and they're like, oh, it's my first time here. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? For this is your first time? I've been here 4 years.
And your sign is huge.
It's the biggest sign in the fucking plaza.
I know. I was like, well, you can't miss this fucking place. And I've been here before, but not illuminated. I came here in the afternoon once.
Big.
And it's like in your fucking pizzeria. Like, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, heaven, really? So, but that's the thing. Like, are you marketing good enough? When's your next dollar coming in? Is the person that's going to be there going to like you enough to come back? You know, because repeat customers are the way that we survive. Yeah. You know, because it's one thing to get one customer, but it's another thing to keep that person engaged enough to want to keep coming back. And I remember last September, where I felt like my time at WrestlePro was running out. Mm-hmm. I felt like I was like, if I'm going to run my own shit, maybe I shouldn't be here doing commentary anymore. Maybe I should just focus here. But at the same time of me leaving WrestlePro, my lease was ending at Chop Studios too. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, it didn't feel like I was going to be able to go on.
You ever notice all those fucking things happen at one time?
One time.
Oh my God.
It's a fucking waterfall of shit. And let me tell you something. When I started the business, it's the weirdest part. Like, it was during the pandemic when Chris Gucci had invited me to Chop Sports, the Facebook group. And I was like, what the fuck is this? You know? And he's like, we just go in there and talk shit. There's no sports on right now. So we just talk nostalgia and this, that, and the third. It's like a group of like 300 people. Mm-hmm. I said, oh, very cool. So I walk in there it's like virtual, you know, you walk into a Facebook group and I felt like,
that's kicking in now.
Yeah, right. I felt like I walked into a Facebook group and I hit myself in the door. I see it and I'm like, oh, this is like a virtual sports bar. Like, people are just talking shit. This is my shit. You know, I was like, this is awesome. So I said, after about a month of being in this Facebook group, I said, you know, I think there might be a business here. And I don't know what. Maybe we could start like a podcast off of this, like take topics from people in here, turn it into a podcast, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, we're renting space with somebody else just to set up shop, like no bigger than a 8x8 room, setting up 2 sets.
And how fast was it from like you walking, like, fuck, you got me saying.
Yeah.
How fast was it from like you being like, all right, this could be a business?
4 months.
See?
4 months. It took me to just realize, okay, I want to record my own shit.
How many millions of dollars did you put into it?
Millions?
Yeah.
0.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's why I'm doing this.
Chris had podcast equipment that he bought with what we call Donnie dollars when we were getting paid to sit at home doing nothing during the pandemic, right? We're all getting money from Mr. Trump, right?
Dude, that fucking crushed me, by the way, trying to get fucking employees to come here and they were just handing out $600.
Right. Nobody's going to want to work, right? So, but what he was doing, he was buying podcast equipment. What I was doing, I was just kind of storing it away. I was getting little jobs here and there to be a writer because I love writing, and I got to finally land like a dream gig to write for the Cowboys and shit like that, which was cool, but it wasn't paying me shit. Right. And I'm like,
you were writing for the Cowboys?
I was writing for USA Today for the Cowboys Wire. Yeah. And yeah. So I was doing that in 2020. I posted my first article the day that Mike McCarthy got hired. So I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. I was paying pennies. It was like, yeah, we'll throw you a couple bucks here and there. But in my mind, I was like, I'm still going to be an established writer. So I took that and I applied it to, you know,
everything's going to lead to millions. Is what you think when you start something.
Yeah, no, yeah. And you have to have that mindset. Like, if you start a business or you start something like this podcast or like a different venture, that money's not going to just be like, hey, I got money here, have it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to make that right away. And I'm not even saying I'm a successful entrepreneur right now. My biggest claim to fame right now as an entrepreneur from 2021 till right this second, 2025, so 4.5 years, I don't have an ounce of business debt. Not $1. I've always, everything I ever made, I put right back into the business, and whatever I needed to buy, I bought with business money. So
no idea.
Was I profiting? No. Am I profitable now? A little. Not like, I'm not fucking swimming in it. I'm not Scrooge or whatever the fuck his name is.
Dude, I say that all the time.
You know, I'm not that guy swimming in money.
People think that like whenever I fucking rate this is what it drives me fucking crazy as a business owner, is that like, there's no dollar menu anymore. right?
Zero.
So $3.99 for a fucking McChicken, which like you see a fucking stoned and fucking like dude, fucking $10 would go a long way at McDonald's,
100%.
right? Nobody's fucking talk like
Gas money.
people,
$10
people
just
are
to fill your
talking
tank,
shit,
dude.
whatever. People say whatever they want about prices going up and inflation, blah blah. But like the small business guy, dude, like dude, if I raise my menu prices $1, dude, $1, I hear about it. And I'm like, what do you expect me to do? Like, fucking McDonald's just raised their fucking McChicken $3.
Me and my wife like.
Why aren't you fucking?
We like to order out
door,
on Fridays, maybe Saturdays. We like to order out.
Use DoorDash.
We realized, do I use DoorDash? No, actually, I use Slice. So you might want to use Slice.
Oh, we have Slice tablets. Yeah, hey, Slice.
Yeah. So over time, her meal went from like $13 to $14 to $15 to $16 in like two years. Yeah. So things cost money. And so I have no debt, which is great, but I also don't have piles of cash either. So it's like, what's the win? Like, you have to supplement it with something. I supplement it with the fact that my wife is a very, very successful interior designer.
Hell yeah, Steph.
So she's doing work.
Come in here and tell me how to make this pizzeria look really nice.
You give her a blank canvas. She designed my studio. Like, after me and my business partner split, the first thing I said, I was like, you're coming down to the studio and you're going to fucking redo my entire place because I don't know. It looks like a bachelor pad. What I have now is opportunity. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Like, I can't fucking do this. It's too much. Now the beers are kicking. And I just feel like I've put myself in a position to continue to grow. I have the right people around me, and that's the name of the game. Take the risk.
What would you do differently if you could? If you could go back
right now, or
for either Chop or for Fight Factory, if you were like, this is like the one.
That question's weird to me because it's just like,
well, I mean, like everything's like a learning experience,
right? So that's why I never like. It's never a loss to me. It's a mistake. And it's a
everything.
Lesson.
I've said this before, and I've told people 100 times, man. Like the amount of fucking shit that went wrong here. Like if I were to open up a pizzeria tomorrow, I'd open the perfect pizzeria.
Yeah, just because of what you've learned.
Because I know, my God.
And there's more things that I want to do. Like there's at my studio, there's better cameras I want. There's better mixers. There's better this. There's better that. It all costs money, but I'll make sure that I have it first before I'm like, oh, let's get a business loan and just see how this works. I'm not putting myself in that debt. And again, it's no discredit to anybody who has done that route because sometimes that's how you start and that's what it is. And you work yourself back into, the green or the whatever the fuck you call it.
The black.
The black, yeah. When it comes to talking shit, I'm going to talk a lot of shit, and most of the time it comes from a good place. It doesn't come from a place where I think like your shit, fuck you, you suck. It's like
no, I think it's just like for especially knowing you. I think it's the way you pop off at the mouth is because in your mind you're like, I'm the shit. At that moment, you're like, I'm the shit, and you're not putting down anybody, but you're just like, I think you're pushing yourself up.
I don't think I'm any better than anybody else. I don't. I truly don't. I really. I mean, if I've come across that way in the last hour or so, like I'm not that dude. But like when I know what I know, like have a conversation with me about like the Dallas Cowboys and try to out Dallas Cowboy me. I just kind of giggle. I'm like, you don't know shit.
I saw something the other day about the Cowboys, actually. So, like, if I told you that if it snowed every winter in Alaska for 30 years, right? And I was like, well, next year it's going to snow. You'd be like, yeah, right? That makes sense, right? The fucking Cowboys hadn't made the fucking playoffs.
Never won a Super Bowl in 30 years. That's going to change.
This is our year, man.
I ain't one of those fans either. I'm not one of those fans either.
You're not this one. This is our year?
This is it. Like, nah, I'm not that guy. And again, this just goes back to family. I thoroughly enjoy my heart ripped out of my chest every year.
Do you?
As long as I'm next to my dad doing it.
There you go, bro.
True story. That's how I am. That's how I've always been. I know, and obviously I know about you and your past. Like
oh, dude, my dad was never down for me opening a pizzeria. He was like, I don't want you to work that fucking hard. Which is like kind of like.
Well, I mean, look, there's probably days where you probably wish you never did. But,
oh fuck, dude!
I mean, there's days I wish I was like, you know what? Working a warehouse sounds a lot better right now than dealing with the shit I'm dealing with.
Or being a bouncer. I enjoyed that shit, bro.
It was fun.
Working at the bar was fucking.
I got to roadhouse a couple people. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm a family guy. through and through. So no matter what, yeah, I'll do one more. No matter what, I'm always going to be grateful for the time that I have right now with my family, because I know it doesn't last forever. And that's why, like, I don't give a shit. Like, yeah, do I give a shit when they win or lose? Yeah, of course I do. But I know that hug feeling when they do win on a last second play. I know what it feels like to hug my dad as hard as I possibly can. And that's why I watch the game.
You keep bringing up your dad, and you know that I don't have a dad anymore. So I don't know why you.
I just said I know your past. I was at his fucking funeral, dude. I went.
Dude, I forgot that,
we all went. All the boys went. Well, most of the boys
I don't know. So you, Pat, and that's all I remember.
Yeah,
I think Payne was there.
Yeah, Payne went.
And there was maybe.
But regardless, like, Tony, I'm not bringing up my dad.
No. But Tony brought that up, and I was like, I was in such a fucking haze that day, dude.
Of course you were.
I was in such a haze, but like, I don't think I ever, like, thinking back on it now. It's been 10 years. It's, this is actually so fuck my god, August 2025. It's already here. It'll be 11 years in November. But like, I don't think I ever fucking pulled you guys aside and been like, you have no idea how much that meant to me. That you guys drove all that way for some dude you didn't know.
He knew you.
But you knew me.
He knew you.
You knew me. You didn't know my dad.
No.
And you knew me. And that was like...
Hang on loose. That's where I got it from.
Even like Pat, dude. Like, Pat didn't need to fucking know.
No, of course not. Pat used to do a lot of things for us back in the day.
I would fucking... And like, I probably bet my house on it that it was like you... That was like, yeah, we going down to this or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I don't... And I'm not... This isn't hey, I have a dad and you don't. That stinks. It's more or less, but you can reflect it to your own family. Like, just making sure that you're always present. And because you and I both can walk out this place today and get hit by the next bus.
Yeah, there ain't no tomorrow.
And there ain't no tomorrow.
Tomorrow's never guaranteed.
Nothing's guaranteed. I live every day like, boy, oh boy, it could be my last.
Yeah, I
know it's just cliche. Stupid
people say stupid shit all the time. It's not stupid though. You only live once. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, bro. So why not do your thing? I talk about this with Brendan from Julio's, and I'm like, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this podcast, and it wasn't like, of course, everything at some point is like, can I make money on it? Like. That's
sponsor. That's what you need.
That's just the grinding mentality, right? So like, it's like, can I make money on this? And I've tried doing other things before. And was I successful in some things? I was a fucking real estate agent on House Hunters. Not a lot of people know that.
I did not know that.
Right? Yeah, I was on House Hunters.
How about that?
Fuck yeah, man!
Great show.
So my first house that I ever sold. Fucking, they applied to be on House Hunters, and we were on it.
You also got the fucking the coolest shit that I've seen in recent times is like the Devils were doing a bunch of shit for you.
So
you did a lot of cool shit with the Devils.
So that is cool. So it was more Citizens Bank than the Devils.
Who gives a fuck? Devils were linked. That's your team.
Yeah, it was Devils linked.
They stink,
it was Devils adjacent, which is my team. Right, and it's like you typical fucking Ranger fans, and your fucking original six, and your fucking
Rangers.
But like, what would you say? Okay, so like with you own your own you own your own studio.
Are you still on?
I'm on. You're not.
I'm on.
That's why we're here. That's why we're right here now. Got to get me some road mics. Hey, Uber, hook it up.
I told you, we're filming my studio.
I know, but I want to just keep building this, because like I said, like had I had the bar, you would have been like, oh, it's cool, but also you wouldn't be comfortable because you're sitting in a fucking bar stool and you'd be like, this is annoying.
Whatever.
But so with owning your own studio, actually I don't even want to go to that, because to me, and I'm so proud of you that you fucking went and you fucking did your thing, because your thing was whole, especially in school, right? You were like, I'm marketing. Right, and
it was
broadcasting.
Broadcasting was a thing.
So broadcasting, right? So you basically went and you bought your own fucking studio to broadcast your stuff. But you were also a lifelong wrestling fan, okay? Who went out and first of all, do you guys rent your ring or own your ring?
We rented from Chad.
Okay, from who?
Chad Minnis.
That dude's still fucking doing stuff.
He's a very lucrative man when it comes to renting rings.
Oh my goodness!
Man. Oh yeah.
So 18 feet or 16 feet?
16.
Dude, it's 18, bro.
Well, we fucking bought all our shit for 16-foot ring.
It's 18.
The fucking skirts, the fucking canvas. We bought everything ourselves. So, all right. So the ring is rented.
Pat's never going to fucking hear this, ever. Pat's never going to hear this conversation. I know that.
Trust me.
I know that.
When he's bored, he might. I don't know.
You said you wanted to go until 10. It's almost 11.
I know. It's killing me right now. But,
dude, I'm telling you, the sipping hustle, bro. But Pat's what, 5'10", 5'9", $190, right, on a good day. Dude, all right, so Pat got a 16-foot ring to make himself look big. It's 18, dude. I'm sorry, bro.
I never thought of it like that.
The 18-foot ring is so much better.
I don't think. When I first started, I was in a 20. They had that fucking stiff-ass ring for PWS.
I missed that.
That was
your
20.
Core fucking 12.
I know. We had a 20-foot ring, and running those ropes,
with the spring
a little bit of different. Little different running those ropes than it is running the 16 by 16.
Pat knew that he was buying into a company that he was going to wrestle.
Listen, if we buy a ring, we'll probably go 18.
18, go 18. Yeah.
But then we got to get more skirts and just all this shit. But anyway.
Dude, we could cricket the skirts for you, bro.
Yeah. Good skirts. Just like these awesome cups.
But what would be some hot takes? What are some things that people think that they know about the wrestling business that you're just like, you fucking have no idea?
I think the biggest thing that we're running into is entitlement. People think that because they're wrestlers, they should be booked everywhere. Because they're out there training and doing all that, they should be booked everywhere. Here's your hot take. You're not as good as you think. And the booking process, I've never been so popular in my DMs. Oh. Hello, my name is Joe. I wrestle as fucking AC Gamble, and I'm the best fucking wrestler in the world, and I am a multi-16-time ECPWZZA champion, and I've been the and I'm like, I don't need to hear your fucking resume.
I never got to hold the title, bro.
Me neither.
What? No. Really?
Never. For 4 seconds, we had Dusty finished, me and Gibbs.
I remember that. I remember that.
Rough.
The Dusty finish.
Yeah, it was rough.
Student clash, bro.
Yep, it was rough. Rough times.
Me versus Apollyon. Shout out to Apollyon.
Apollyon.
Where the fuck you are.
No, he's great.
Oh, what a fucking teddy bear, bro.
He's awesome.
What a teddy bear. Dude, that was one of the coolest things. That like we went over our match, and then like he would see me backstage, and he would just come to me and just fucking lock up, and we start. He's not. He's a catering chef now.
Is he?
He has
Really?
his own catering company.
Couldn't tell.
I should have fucking Apollyon on, bro.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I'm gonna look real small next to that dude.
He's a mammoth,
fucking big dude.
But yeah, that's.
And I'm fucking way smaller than I was.
That's something that I. Nobody wants to see your fucking resume. Nobody wants to that. Resumes don't count in wrestling. Do you look the part? Can you speak? And this is gonna suck, but do you have a social following? So if you don't have a following, if I go to your page and you have 100 followers, and all your clips are getting 2 likes and shit like that, is that going to translate into fucking sales for us? Probably not.
As a promoter, that's what you're looking for, right?
Well, we're looking for that, but also you have to look the part. I don't want to know that your gear is cut off jean shorts and a fucking tank top. I need you to look like a wrestler. Like that's our big thing.
Boots and tights, man.
Just look the part, right? Like, listen. My gear was never fucking flashy, but
you stop it.
I wasn't.
With your airbrushed Ryback.
Oh yeah. That was the one time I went. I invest, but invest in yourself. Invest in your gear.
Invest in yourself.
That's all it takes, bro.
That's a number. That's a big
invest
thing.
in your shit. Do not tell me about your fucking your Broadway that you put on with somebody in front of 4 people. Like I don't care about that. Like that it's not gonna like. I read a status the other day and it ticked me off because I thought it was a subliminal message to me because we've announced up until now 4 people at the next show: Janela, Mike Santana, Lady Frost, and the Now, a tag team that I work with at ACW. So it's kind of like a little bit of a tit for tat thing. They booked me over there to do commentary. I booked them to wrestle on my show. Blah blah blah. Right? And they're awesome people, literally, no pun. Awesome championship wrestling. ACW, the shit. But I booked a lot of the same people that I booked. This is now going to be show 4. I have a certain group of people that I like to book.
That's how helps with fucking stories.
That's how you tell stories. Somebody put a status out the other day saying, y'all don't get sick of booking the same people over and over again? And I said, with all due respect, I book the same people because I'm trying to build stories. the independent wrestling community just sucks at that. They don't build stories. How am I supposed to build a story if I bring in 10 new people a month? You know, like, and then Crowbar, who's a dear good friend of mine,
Devin Storm.
He's the man, right? He comments about how nobody is entitled to anything. And I took it as the kid who made the original stats. I took it as like, in my mind, I'm like, then go get booked someplace. Or is that your problem? Are you not being booked enough? Or you think it's like, I can't get booked here because they use the same people? Make yourself undeniable. Make yourself like to the point where I'm like, I have to have this guy on my show. Because if I don't have to have you, chances are I'm not going to use you. That's just the way it is. Like if you're not appealing enough, I'm not saying he's not appealing. He's a great look, cool character. I like it. I just don't have room for him right now. You know what I mean? We have the card booked already. Like the book, everybody who's messaging me to this day, like, I hope you enjoy my demo reel. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, great. I'll never no-sell anybody. I will always reply, thank you so much. I'll look at your shit. We'll talk down the road. But I'll never be like, I'm not going to answer that guy. You know what I mean? I'm not a piece of shit. And I hated that as a wrestler, and I'm sure you did too.
God.
Promoters would just be like, nah, I don't care. You know what I mean? But for me, I only stuck to one company, so it was very hard for me to I would get booked on every WrestlePro or PWS show because I would sell a bunch of tickets and people would love me for that.
Ticket selling student,
bro. Yeah. Why do you think I won that fucking Rumble, dog? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was a local draw because I have a billion friends in Woodbridge, next to Rawway.
Doesn't fucking hurt.
Does not hurt. And if you tell me that you're going to be able to bring people, I might give you a better look than I would if you can't bring people. It's a business. It's the wrestling business, not the wrestling friendships, not it's the wrestling business. If you can't make us money, in turn also make your own self money, what the fuck am I using you for? Right. That's so silly. I'm on my 4th show. I'm not trying to toot my own horn like, look at us, we're doing it. I'm just telling you, the core roster that I'm building right now with Payne, there's a reason for that.
That's the thing. It's like you're building a roster. You're building a business.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's no reason to keep going outside and just fucking, this Joe Schmo over here wants an opportunity.
You want to know my hot take would be on the wrestling business stuff? So my thing is that your best looking guy may not be your best worker.
Oh, that's easy.
I used to get passed over left and fucking right, and there's not one tequila and fucking surf riders and fucking IPAs all day. You can't tell me that I wasn't a good worker.
You were.
Like, that was one thing that used to drive me fucking nuts, man. Is that, like, I could outwork some of the dudes that I would see fucking, like, getting booked all the way everywhere. And I'm gonna I'll bleep his name out, but like Adam Bizarre, that dude fucking got booked so often.
No. You know where he's getting booked? Grimm's Toy Show.
Yeah.
UWA Elite.
But think about
what the fuck are we talking about here? We're not. You're getting about those companies.
Yeah, because in my mind, what do they say? Any publicity is good publicity, right?
Sure.
So if you're getting out and you're getting exposed, you're getting exposure, regardless if it's in front of fucking 10 people. It's probably it could be 10 new people. The other thing is too, you're getting practice, man. That's one thing that
reps. Like any other business.
Reps, dude. What is practice makes perfect? Mm-hmm. You know. So the fact that like I wasn't able to go out there and get fucking matches all the time was driving me fucking crazy. Because I'm trying to fucking get this. You want me to be the perfect wrestler, but I'm not getting the matches and the reps to become the perfect wrestler, you know, all because what? Because look, I get it, dude. I'm fat.
Listen,
fine.
You and I legitimately, I felt like had the same fucking physique. Just different.
No, you were in the gym. What?
Well,
I'm not even gonna pretend that I was working out, dude. At one point,
you had a whole fucking bodysuit though. I
lost 70 pounds at one point because I was starving myself and getting myself fucking chronic hemorrhoids. It wasn't a good time, but I lost 70 pounds in 5 months. I remember one day we did that fucking charity show where Jay Lethal was supposed to be there, and then his dad came and was like, "Yeah, you can't come or whatever." Remember that one in Bayville? I want to say or whatever. But I remember like I had just gotten new clothes because like all my clothes were like fucking. I just lost like 30 pounds in like it was less than a month or something. It was fucking crazy. And I remember I walked in, and Pat's like, "How much weight have you lost?" And I was like 30 pounds.
Get it back.
He's like, "You're looking good." And I was like, "All right, I'll keep going, man. Keep going. And then my dad died, and I was like fucking eating all kinds of shit, and it was fucking completely fucking backwards. But yeah, my thing was like some of the best fucking like. You can look good, dude. You can.
No offense, Damian Gibbs. You telling me he was the best worker in the world? Guy had 2% body fat, but Kai couldn't throw a punch for shit. I love him to death.
I loved him.
Couldn't throw a punch.
He
was not a good puncher.
But Gibbs' body moved like a fucking robot.
And we love him. And maybe he noticed that too and said, you know what? I'm not that good.
Great dude. Bowens could not fucking throw a drop kick for years, bro.
He's
Bowens can throw a drop kick
right now.
But he's in AEW now, so and you know what? We're not. But here we are in Atlantic Highlands talking about running businesses.
My wife texted. Everything all right?
You good, bro?
You said you were done at 10. I was like, yeah,
no, home yet. I did too. Welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, right. But nah, man, this whole concept is a good deal for anybody who runs a business, who wants to run a business, who that might be some of your guests too. You might want to get. There's people that want to do it and haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Well, my thing is that I want to do is I want people to know that it doesn't. It's funny because like you're my second guest. Between the first guest and the second guest,
ain't nobody topping me, dog. You're full of your own shit. They got a fucking nobody gonna talk like me, man.
Between my first guest and my second guest is we have one person, Brendan, who opened Julio's on a shoestring budget and didn't perfect it. And then we have Dave, who you wanted everything to be perfect. Would you say, and you could be like, no, I did exactly the way I wanted to do it. But like to get your own podcast, opening up a wrestling company is fucking way different. Okay. Would you say that you needed to know every single thing, every aspect, every in and out when you started?
No.
Right. How much would you, in a percentage, what would you say you've learned through experience of doing what you're doing?
I have what I call the gift of gab. I can talk, right? I can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. That's easy for me. I can talk. I can talk on a podcast. I can do whatever. Can I edit? Can I launch a business? Do I know anything about business? How do I market? What do I do here? How much equipment should I get? I would say 25% is me talking and 75% was learned on the fly.
Yeah.
I learned a lot through Pat and Kevin, absorbing like a sponge in wrestling. I want to say that's like a 75% knowing going in, but another quarter that I had no fucking idea of what I was going to deal with when it comes to egos that you got to deal with, or booking talent, or securing contracts, or getting sponsors, or this, that, and that part of it, new to me, learning as I go.
Yeah,
and that's it. And you have to you can't look. The worst way to jump into a pool is to put your toe in first.
Yeah, dude, I like that. I do like that.
Yeah,
dude,
because not for nothing, I'm doing a fucking cannonball.
You gotta jump in.
I am jumping in, and if I drown, so be it. But at least I jumped.
That's why the lifeguard's there, though, bro.
Shout out to the lifeguard.
Always somebody there.
Shout out to the lifeguard and Ace.
Bro. Dude, that's another fucking dude who fucking worships his own shit. But
Ace?
Dude, dude, look at what he was doing for a minute, though.
He's a fucking...
He's delusional, and I love him.
A little bit. I'm going to chug this, and I got a piece of it.
Nicest guy in the world, though. He really is the nicest guy in the world.
It's great.
All right, hey Dave, real quick though, because I want to wrap this up. We're getting there. You have to get home because your wife's gonna beat the shit out of you. My wife's probably sleeping.
I can fucking take her. She ain't got shit on me, dog. I'll spear this motherfucker right into the couch.
Not when it's a 3-on-1, you get the kids involved.
Yeah, right. My kids they're hitting hard now.
No, my kids fight all the fucking time. My youngest one, he swings, bro. At my third, so like. One is 9, so it's 9, 6, 5, and 3. 3 will fuck 5 up, dude.
And
that last kid syndrome, like, oh, you think I'm small?
Even this morning, dude, I saw him throwing haymakers, and I was like, Marco, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, I'm
trying to go for the easy one
like,
shot KO.
Val's just sitting there trying to give him a hug, and he's like, fuck off of me. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, he's violent, so violent. But yeah, so we're going to start wrapping this up. Dave, where can we find you on social media?
At Dave Sturchio on Instagram and Twitter.
Is it Sturchio?
Sturchio.
Because it was Sturch.
That's my personal page. Dave Sturch is my personal page.
So
Sturchio, Sturchio is my
what's the gimmick?
Business page.
Which one's the gimmick?
There's no gimmick. It's all real.
Is it Sturchio or is it Sturch?
My name is Sturch. Dave Sturchio.
Sturchio?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not fake Italian.
No, I'm real Italian.
My dad. I'm fucking Sturch. Dude, no, Sturch all over the place.
Dave Sturch was the wrestling name, and I didn't want.
So it was Dave Sturch was the gimmick.
Yeah, but then I left Dave Sturch as
you're
my
Sturchio.
Sturchio. Yeah.
My dad used to say all the time, "There's two kinds of people in the world.
There's a Sturch and there's a Sturchio.
Italians. There's people who want to be Italian.
Yeah, well, that's not all of you guys are blessed. Dave Sturchio on there. Chop Studios.
Our blue eyes, bro. We don't
Chop Studios NJ on Instagram. Fight Factory Wrestling everywhere. Come check out our show at the Starland Ballroom. It's gonna be a fucking banger. We're gonna comp.
When's the date?
We're gonna comp gamble into the show. November 15th.
I need 2 tickets. My son wants to go.
Okay, 2 tickets. Now you're just costing me money. No, 11/15, which is gonna be November 15th. And then after that show, I board a flight to Vegas the following day for the Cowboys game against the Raiders.
Stop.
It's the life I live, kids.
You're a fucking nut, bro. That is savage. Insane, dude.
Stupid. Just
you are going to be
Payne's going to be so pissed. Like, Dave's trying to get out of here early. He's not helping clean up. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, I got a flight to catch.
I can imagine this right now, dude.
Oh, it's going to be great.
The hype that you're going to be on, you're going to be on that flight just fucking jerking.
Yeah, get it all out. See if anyone wants to join the Mile High Club on the way. And then, we'll have some fun in Vegas. Come on back, and then we'll start the next show. We got some more shows lined up for 2026. Can't wait. A lot of cool venues on the horizon. It's going to be fun.
And if you want to get booked on one of your shows, how do you go?
Don't fucking DM me. Bother Chris Payne. He's at Chris Payne. You can follow him. You can book yourself on a show with Chris Payne, not me, because I will tell you no.
Probably find him walking around Colt's Neck every once in a while.
He's the man.
All right, guys. This has been the Sip and Hustle podcast. No, don't do that. It'll explode. Yep.
Explode?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing my dad used to say in the 90s. You don't put fucking glasses in glasses because then the air fucking builds up and then it just fucking pop.
Your dad lied to you. So anyway.
Probably did. This has been the Sip and Hustle podcast. I'm Anthony, your host. Brought to you by Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands. Come just fucking buy some pizza. And then go check out Dave Sturchio at all of where he just said it because I wasn't listening. And check out Fight Factory Wrestling. And check out the Fight Factory Wrestling School that's going to be opening up.
Slowly roll. Right. In development.
Head trainer right here, AC Gamble.
Oh my God. Now we just lost our students too.
Dave, thank you, brother.
Thank you, bro.
It's been a good time.
Yes, sir.